wanting to change the world. Okay, bigger and wanting to change the world.
There is no centralized body. So our challenge now is how to communicate with all other occupation. Right now it's almost 200 in the United States. This is just one. It's almost DC, California, and many places. Now we know, but we're trying to figure out how to start communicate with each other, but there's no leadership. So it's all the processes together need to take place. So what do you guys do?
التحدي ان هم ما عندهمش قائد، مفيش قائد ليهم، وان الحركه موجوده هنا في نيويورك وبره نيويورك
في سكنتين في مكان.
وكمان هنا جوه نيويورك حتى في نقابات.
لا مركزيه، نفس فكره 6 ابريل.
تمام.
بس سؤالهم ازاي بتقدروا تكومينيكيت مع بعض في مصر؟
بص، هي الفكره انه احنا لما احنا برضه جينا ابتدينا كانت في المحافظات ابتدت بشخص او بشخصين. ابتدوا يجمعوا الناس، بقينا احنا بنسافر لهم، مجموعه مننا تسافر ونبتدي نعمل اجتماعات نشوف نقدر احنا نساعدهم بايه، ومن خلال الانترنت بقى بنقدر ان احنا نجمع كل الناس.
يعني انتوا بتبتدوا الاول مثلا انتوا في كل محافظه يبقى في شخص ممثل عن المجموعه. كل يعني ممكن هنا نقدر نقول ان هم هنا عندهم
احنا بنقعد نسافر لهم وهم بيقعدوا يعني احيانا بيجيبوا ممثلين منهم في اجتماع عام.
يعني كل مجموعه بتمثل نفسها بممثل، وبعد كده في جروب بتيجي من هنا مثلا بيبتدي
ميتنج كبير كده مثلا،
بيبقوا بالالكشنز كمان، يعني بيعملوا انتخابات جواهم ويشوفوا مين اللي هيمثل ده في القاهره.
Yeah, the simple idea is that the groups in every, let's say here in the US, in every city and every movement, they elect someone to represent them. Let's say that we are like 50 people, we represent the whatever, like let's say Asmaa group, okay? So these people are electing someone to represent them, and then a group, let's say from here, from Occupy Wall Street, go to travel to see that representative and talk with him that about the stuff that concerns Asmaa group, or what they think or what they want to see in the GA or in the proposal and everything. And then they start to communicate. Even after they leave, they know that this person is representing Asmaa group, and they are talking with him all the time. So that makes the process is easier and more flexible.
المجموعات دي بتبقى لا مركزيه، يعني كل مجموعه بتتعامل مع المحافظه بتاعتها على اساس الكالتشر، تمام؟ لكن لما بنيجي نعمل ايفنت كبير ساعتها بنجمع الاهداف، وكل حد بيبقى ليه بيان بمكتوب بالصيغه اللي تنفع البلد اللي هم فيها.
This is something that it's very important. Yeah, every city and every group in the city, they are really looking for what's like good for the city, or it's important for the city culture, so they can get it into the proposals and into the demands, like what's like
uncentralized.
Yeah, exactly.
Each one.
Let's see that
localized. That's a word.
Exactly. Let's see that I'm an engineer. I have this problem in the money that I earn. So my group of engineers are really like they see that it's so important that we have this in engineer in the union or in the country, or this is what the government should give us. So when Asmaa group is contacting with the representative of the engineering group, they're making sure that the engineer demands represented by this man is got the demands done with the guy that's talking with. Yeah.
Just to build up. Sorry, I was being told I can't do something. What was the last point, just so we get in the notes? If you're an engineer...
Yeah, like let's say...
Salah, I guess Asmaa mentioned, like she said, like if people from Suez City or from Alexandria or from Egypt, they have their own issues, so they mobilize around their own issues, elect a representative, and then people are represented from Alexandria, from Suez to Cairo to meet together, discuss that. So there is localized, and then in one big meeting, a representative.
Is there a mechanism for when that needs to happen faster and that can't happen in person?
So لا يعني his question بيقول لك لو حاجه لازم decision يتعمل بسرعه ازاي مش هتقدروا تعملوا through the Facebook but when the internet was down how did you deal يعني لما
في كل محافظه ما كناش عارفين، يعني كانت كل محافظه لوحدها اخذت القرار وهم كانوا لوحدهم.
When the internet connection went down, every governor in Egypt, every city in Egypt took the decision on their own, like because they can contact the other groups in the other cities.
Sorry, can I just add one onto that question? When was the first time that that meeting of all of Egypt happened? Like how fast into the revolution? A day? A week?
انت الوقت خد لحد ما قدرت تعمله في
الميتنج الكبير ده الكل ريبريزنتيف
ممثلين مجموعات
امتى يوم كام مثلا؟
هي ستيبس بقى لها فتره طويله، في ناس كانت بتحاول، يعني بقى لها تراكمات.
قد ايه مثلا؟
تراكمات تحركات سياسية ده
سنة من 2005 مثلا؟
من 2004 من بدايه كفايه كمان.
اوكي.
لما ابتدينا نهتف بسكوت يعني كفايه ابتدوا بسكوت مبارك، انا ما كنتش لسه موجوده، ما كنتش لسه في السياسه. وبعدين في 2008 انا ابتديت اكمل مع النشطاء اللي كملوا بعد كفايه. كلنا خالد سعيد كمل اللي كانت ست ابيل بتعمله.
بس نفس السيستم.
نفس السيستم. كل مجموعه بتخترع حاجه جديده.
Actually, the thing just didn't start in a day or a week, as you said. It started since 2004. The movement started to work since then, and it's just they started to chant by get down with the regime. Then some of these movements stopped, some of these movements continued, and the activists keep contacting each other. And then even Asma, she's saying she wasn't in politics that time in 2004. 2008, 6th of April started to working, and then they
Khaled Said and Kifaya.
All these activists from all these movements like collaborated with each other to continue.
كان الجديد من 2008 ان احنا ابتدينا بقى مجموعه شبابيه تماما، بنعمل حفلات في الشارع، اغاني وطنيه او يعني اغاني راب بس الكلام وطني. ضد النظام، نقعد نتريق على النظام، نقعد نمشي ونقعد نهرج ونضحك، نعمل نكت، نعمل فيديوهات، كاريكاتير، حاجات كده. تمام. وابتدينا نشتغل في كل حته في العالم بشكل شبابي. لما كلنا خالد سعيد كان في شباب بتخاف تنزل، كنا بنعمل بس ايه، خليك واقف، البس اسود وانزل وادي وبص للنيل واقعد.
So the new thing that happened is that in 2008 they started to make like they formed like a youth group, only youth in these group, and they started to make concerts and then started to promote the like how to love Egypt, how to give for this country through concerts and meetings in the streets and videos and nice jokes.
And change the lyrics of a very famous song to be political and social.
Like
change the lyrics
songs and stuff like
the
that.
people knows already.
Put something to say that.
These guys are deep, man. Come on.
Yeah. So and then when the people were afraid too. Till that moment, also they were afraid. They were afraid to go on the street, being arrested or anything. So they started with saying when Khaled Said was killed brutally by the police, they said you can go like in the place that you want, just wear black. Just stand, don't say anything.
Stand with your back
to the sea in Alexandria and to the Nile in Cairo, and just stand, don't do anything. Just line up like a few inches between you and the other persons, and just stand, read the Quran, read the Bible, whatever you want to read, and then don't do anything. You will represent something. The people were passing and seeing these people. What are you talking about? What's going on? So they know that these people are here because there was a guy who was more killed brutally by the police, and they are here to say we don't like this and we don't want it, but without saying anything. You know what I mean? Just.
So I know we have a lot of.
كنا بنعمل تيشيرتات مكتوب عليها حاجه بقى تبع النظام، يعني امثله زي بحب مصر، يسقط النظام، يسقط حسني مبارك، 6 ابريل بس ونلبسها اللي هو الحاجات اللي بتتلبس هنا، نعمل زي حاجات كده كلها فيها المسج بتاعتنا.
And we were like designing T-shirts, designing bands. What would they call it?
Bracelets,
all the kind of these stuff, and wear all the time
with the message.
So, yeah, like we love Egypt. Like bread and justice, social justice all the time, all these stuff, and wearing it all the time and talking about be positive all the time. So we were like some sort of like inviting people without going there and say something to them. Just
والسبراي بقى كمان
gravity
وسبراي في كل مكان، بس ده كان بيبقى سكت عشان الحكومه كانت بتطول علينا، وننزل نوزع منشورات في كل حته.
We were secretly using sprays to do gravity art on the walls, but it was like secretly because the government would arrest you if you're doing something like that. So we can promote our ideas. The people can see it, can see what was going on. You know what I mean? You're going to your job and seeing something on the wall. What is that? What is going on? Stuff like that. Yeah, and giving flyers all the time about what we're doing. Like if there will be like this, and the subway and then the mass transit and any sort of the like public transportation that the people use.
So I know we don't have a whole lot of time. We want to make sure we respect your time. So we want to get to a few other questions. I know you had your next question was about the challenges that we face in our movement. So does anyone here wants to field that question?
التحديات بتاعتنا.
That's the question that she asked.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna answer
exactly.
it. What? Oh, wait.
We're having problems with drug use, with violence,
What kind of violence?
like internal violence in camp.
Like sometimes there's problems.
Fights,
ناس بتتخانق
theft,
مخدرات سرقة
Wow.
just
هم عندهم مشكلة دلوقتي في العصام من بعض
maintaining
الأحيان.
order in general.
Yeah.
Maintaining order.
بعض الأحيان بيبقى في ناس بتستخدم مخدرات.
Sets up our
And we don't have enforcement, right? We can't enforce anybody. We don't have police. We don't. So it's only us, and we have problem, but we don't have enforcement.
في ناس بتستخدم نظام.
مفيش قانون الدين.
Can I comment on this? Okay.
She has a comment.
احنا في الميدان عملنا رولز زي دستور صغير وسميناه دستور او ميثاق الميدان. تمام. كان عندنا احنا عندنا خلاص بقى بنشرب حشيش وبنسبة الشرب بتاع منعنا ده خالص جوه الميدان خالص.
هو بيقول لك ان هم عندهم مشكله.
لا طب اسمع بس خلي الميثاق ميثاق.
وعملنا لجنه اللي هو اللجان الشعبيه في لجان بتامن من بره في لجان عشان ما حدش يدخل باي مخدرات او باي حاجه حاده ممكن حد بيها يقوم يتخانق. وكمان كنا بنعمل رولز يعني انت اخترقت الرولز دي خلاص تطلع بره مثلا وممكن ما يدخلش مده يومين يفضل بره الميدان. وما بين الخناقات كنا دايما احنا كلنا اللي بنحوشهم ونبعد ونفتكر يعني خليك فاكر نقعد نقول لهم خليك فاكر هدفنا بعد كده بقى.
Yeah, they established something called the Constitution of the Square, which is something that have like a main rules of
No drugs, for instance.
Yeah, no drugs, no that, no this, and they formed like a public committees who like guarding the entrances of the square. So you get to show us what you have, like yeah, you show us what you have in your bag, what's going on. Because maybe you're carrying like a sharp, like a knife maybe, or or drugs, so you can get it in the place. So that we were making sure that you don't carry any of these stuff. So we're like كنتوا بتسألوا على البطايق على الحاجات دي؟
يعني بس حتى ممكن ما يحتاجوش بس كان أهم حاجة إن إحنا نعرف مين الأشخاص دي عشان ما يبقاش في ناس جاية من بره وبيبقى في لجنة من جوه بتأمن الميدان.
Yeah. So there is like basically it's like a committee that's securing everything, making sure that there's no drugs in the place, and that through also the Constitution that we said it's like a main rules, clear to everyone that this is not allowed, this is not allowed, and this is not allowed, and it's not allowed even to bring it into the place.
And if someone didn't obey that, they would ask him to not to come for maybe 1 or 2 days. Because they have a constitution and everyone agree upon this constitution. So it's not enforcement but it's a self-enforcement.
لو كان في اتنين بيتخانقوا بنقعد نكتب بقى ايه اي هتاف بيوحدنا كلنا.
And when there's a fight between like two people or something, they started to chant with the thing that unites us all. You know what I mean? Like let's say that there's a fight going on. It's like the people united will never be defeated, for example. So these stuff makes the people like
realize it.
Remember, calm down, know that we're here for a target. We're not here to fight.
social pressure.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.